Hi, good evening. Let me just resize this window and we'll start. So far in quant, we have covered percentages, basics we have covered ratio, proportion, variation, we have covered profit loss discount. We have completed these things. So I have tried to put questions in one place on these topics. These questions will be, if CAT level is 10, these questions will be from level 9 to level 12. These are very close to exam level. For every question, I'll give you around 3 minutes, 4 minutes to try, and then I'll try and explain in next 3 to 4 minutes. So arithmetic revision 1 focuses on what areas? The focus is on percentages, ratio, proportion, variation, and profit loss discount. As I was saying, CAT level, if I call it 10, we'll have level 9 to level 12 questions in this session. On average, you'll have close to 3 minutes to try these questions. Hi, good evening. Chalo. Read. Try. 3 minutes. Three minutes are on. Champak distributed some gold coins to his sons Mahesh, Haresh, and Suresh in the ratio of 9:4:2. Mahesh ended up spending 55 of these coins. Suresh gave away 45 of these coins for home loan, whereas Harish sold 40 of his coins. Now the ratio of coins with them is 4:2:3. What is the value of K? K is the ratio value here. Can you find out K? Is it possible to find K? As a rule of ratios, as a revision, we don't add or subtract two different ratios without multiplying factor. We don't add or subtract any value from outside without multiplying factor. So keep these rules in mind while solving these questions. From outside, nothing should be added, subtracted without a factor. Two ratios, cannot be added, subtract without a factor. Comment your answers. If you want me to solve, comment that. Everyone give it a shot. If you cannot solve, let me know, I'll solve it for you. But पहला effort आपके side से आना चाहिए. First effort should be from your side. What is needed is the value of k. Can you find out k in all of this? What is the value of k? That is the question. Okay. Now, see, two rules I mentioned. Don't add or subtract a outside number without a factor. Second rule, don't add or subtract two ratios without their multiplying factor. So observe here. What are their names? See, first of all, their names are Mahesh, Haresh, and Suresh. I am multiplying this with x. Mahesh was given 9x coins. Suresh was given 4x coins. And the last person is Suresh. Suresh was given kx number of coins. Mahesh does what? Spends 55 coins. 55 coins are gone. Suresh, see, the name has been reversed. Suresh is the last person. He spends or he gives away for home loan 45 coins. So 45 is reduced from here. What about Haresh? Haresh sold away 40 of his coins. These are all real numbers. These are all ratio numbers. Ratio. Now, what does this lead to? This leads to a new ratio. Because it is a new ratio, I cannot use the same factor. I will say the coins remaining are 4y, 2y, and 3y. Now, you and I are trying to find the variable k. Can I say by solving two equations, I can find two variables and then I can use that in the third one. So what I will do here is I'll try to solve these two. So see, I'm doubling. See what I'm doing? I'm doubling the second equation and subtracting from the first one. First one is 9x minus 55 is equal to 4y. Doubling 8x minus 80 is equal to 4y. When I subtract, this will become plus, this will become minus. So what I have is x 80 minus 55, that is, does it turn out to be negative in this case? X minus 25 is equal to 0. X turns out to be 25. Once I know value of x, I can put in the first, I can put in second, that is up to me. I'm putting it in second. What is that? 4 into 25 minus 40 is equal to 2y. What is this? 100. 100 minus 40, 60. 60 upon 2 is equal to 30 is equal to y. So I have been able to find both what? X and y. Put it here, your job is done. K into 25 minus 45 is equal to 30. So K into 25 is equal to 75. K is equal to 3. That was the question. What is the value of K? So in what proportion did Champak distribute his coins? 9:4:3. K is equal to 3. That was our problem. Just verify these calculations. There is no calculation mistake here. 25 आएगा. I'm subtracting. प्लस माइनस का साइन एक बार आप ध्यान दे दो. That is 3y. That is 3y. Yes, that is 3y. Silly mistake. That is 3y. Give me a second. But ऐसे ही बैठेगा अब कैलकुलेशन आपका. 3y would be 3y. 3y would be 90. So transfers on this side, that is 135. So k is equal to decimal आ गया. K is equal to 135 by 25, 27 by 5. Decimal आएगा k. Or what you can say in this case is 27 by 5. If you rearrange, the total ratio should have been 45, ratio 20, ratio 27. Multiply 5. So basically I only wanted to revise one thing. प्लस माइनस चेक करो फिर से एक बार. प्लस माइनस चेक करो एक बार. यस. Let us hope x does not turn out to be negative. हाँ, x negative आ रहा है. X is turning out to be negative in this calculation. Mahesh, Haresh, Suresh, 9x, 4x, kx, minus 55, minus 40, or the last one, minus 45 is equal to 4y, 2y, and 3y. I'm trying to solve these. So ऐसा कर लो. देखो यहाँ पे ध्यान दो. If I cancel this 2, 20 and 2x, उसको ऊपर पुट कर दो. 9x minus 55 is equal to 4 times of y. And what is y? This is y. Rearrange करके ये आ गया. हाँ, x negative आ रहा है. The way the question has been framed, x negative आ रहा है. तो ये 8 इधर आ जाएगा. That will become x. इधर चला जाएगा. So this becomes plus 55 minus 80. X is equal to minus 25. कोई बात नहीं. Don't worry. हमें k का चाहिए. Don't worry. So what do we have here for y? If I want the value of y का value चाहिए तो I'll put it here. I'll put this here. That is 2 into minus 25 माइनस 20 दैट इज इक्वल टू y। तो ये हो गया माइनस 65। डोंट वरी, जो आ रहा है यूज करते जाओ। y इज इक्वल टू माइनस 65। Bring that in the last question, we will have the answer for k. Put this value minus 25k minus 45 is equal to 3 into minus 65. No problem, even if it comes with negative. So 25 negative k is equal to, ये कितना आ गया हमारे पास 195 minus 195 plus 45, that is basically equal to, ध्यान देना, that is basically equal to minus 150। तो ये आपका 25 कैंसिल होके k पॉजिटिव आ जाएगा 6। Verify calculations. Verify calculations. अब perfect है। K is equal to 6. Try more. Try this. Take 2 to 3 minutes. Try. First three numbers of the series are 2 ratio 3 ratio 4. Sum of the squares of these three numbers is 2900. If the third, fourth, and fifth numbers are in the ratio 5 ratio 6 ratio 3, then which of these can be the average of first 5 numbers of the series? When you read the word series, you don't have to assume कि ये AP होगा, GP होगा, HP होगा. No word has been given to us as in which series is this. आप सोचो if it can be negative. पिछले क्वेश्चन में तो दोनों मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर नेगेटिव आए हैं. In the last question, all the multiplying factors were negative in fact. This is precisely what happens in CAT also. People who set these questions for CAT, they have solved, I believe, all the books available, or they also see mocks of coaching classes. So they twist those things a little bit, थोड़ा सा change कर देते हैं and student panics. तो जो थोड़ा सा change है वही आपको handle करना है यहाँ पे logically. So if I call these numbers A, B, C, D, and E, there are 5 numbers in a series. It says there is a series of numbers. The ratio of the first 3 is 2, 3, 4, and ratio of third, fourth, fifth is 5, 6, and 3. This is what we call scaling of ratios. Because the third number is common in both, it must be equal. So the multiple of both is 20. C must be 20. So if you are multiplying this 5 times to make it 20, A will become 10, B will become 15. You are multiplying this 4 times to make it 20. D will become 24, E will become 12. Now what has been given to us? Square of these numbers. As I told you a few minutes back, you cannot use them without a factor. So I'm imagining the multiplying factor is x. If that is the case, the first number is 10x. I want a square because this is what? Addition of the squares of these numbers. Second number is what? 15x. I want a square. And third number is 20x. I want a square. That is equal to 2900. This is 100 x square, 225 x square, 400 x square, 2900. This becomes 725 x square is equal to 2900. Now what multiple of 700 will get close to 2900? 4 times. So you can simply calculate and cross off x square is equal to 4. Here's a small twist. X could be either plus 2 or x could be minus 2. Both are possible. What is our question? Which of these can be the average of the first 5 numbers? These are the 5 numbers. Which of these can be the average? I need to add first this plus this 25 plus this 45, 69 plus 12, 81. What I have is 81x. What I want is the average. Average will be upon 5. So my answer would look like, if I divide both, my answer would look like 16.2x. So my answer average could be into 2, 32.4. If I take x is equal to 2, it could also be minus 2. So minus 32.4. So there are 2 averages possible. Hence the answer is CBD. See, they are both available in front of you. 32.4 and minus 32.4. So what trick will cat person play on you? You'll be worried, can I take the negative multiplying factor? It says series of numbers. Series can be negative. Numbers can be negative. The answer is CBD because both options are there. If there was a proper option, there should have been another option which will encompass both. Answer E should have said B or C. Because there is no such answer, I will have to mark CBD. That is the answer. I cannot be sure which of these is the actual value of the average. Option D. Delhi. Take 2 minutes. A trader of pulses marks up the price of his goods by 20% and gives a discount of 10% to the customer. He also uses an X gram weight instead of a kilogram weight. Find X if his gain in rupees after selling 5 kilogram sack of pulses that cost him rupees 450 is rupees 90. First thing is, once you read this, what topic comes to your mind? Second, that particular method of calculation actually calculates what? And third is connecting these numbers through that method. Take a time, try. Comment your answers. Yes. सबसे पहले you should be able to identify this is based on what? Now, how do you know that X gram is more than a kilo or less than a kilo? Because if it is more than a kilo, it's a situation of causing loss. If X gram is less than a kilo, that means he is giving away less. That is situation of profit. You have guessed it perfectly. It is a question based upon chain rule. ये बिल्कुल सही guess किया आपने. It's a question based upon chain rule. Now what do I do with this information? We need to be able to solve these questions in under 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. We cannot go beyond that. So observe. He marks up the price of goods by 20%. So first of all, I will have 120 by 100 as one of the ratios in chain rule. He offers 10% discount. I will definitely have 90 upon 100 as second part. Now I'm worried, I'm concerned whether this is more or less. Whether X is more than 1 kg, less than 1 kg. You have one way that you assume both possibilities and solve, or apply common sense. Common sense बाद में लगाते. Let me assume two scenarios. In first one, I am assuming X is less. X is less. It is a situation of profit. In second case, I am assuming X is more. X is more. अगर X ज़्यादा है और situation of loss है, in that case also, can I say X will come below? If X is 1100 grams, 1100 दे दिया उसने, it's a situation of loss, तो भी नीचे आएगा. If X is 900 grams, condition of profit, profit हो रहा है, तो भी X नीचे ही आएगा, 1000 upon 900. So in both cases, X will come down. So you don't have to worry it is above or below. Now you remember or recall, in chain rule, it is always SP upon CP. Always. The chain rule is always going to give you SP upon CP. 5 kilograms were sold at a cost which cost him rupees 450 with a profit of, with a gain of 90 rupees. So can I say this will be 540 upon 450. SP upon CP हमेशा आएगा. Cancel whatever is within your reach. जो जो आपसे हो सके cancel कर दो. These two zeros and these two zeros are gone. These two zeros are gone. On the left hand side, what do I have? I have 12 into 9 into 10. नीचे x था. I'm cancelling these. This is 9 into 6. This is 9 into 5. So left side it will come as 5 by 6, or right side it will become x. Your answer is ready in 3 steps. Cancelled, cancelled 2. So what is this? 2 into 10, 20, and this 45. 45 into 20 is 900 grams. So what will you type as your answer? 900. अगर x ज़्यादा भी होगा, let us say x मान लो किसी question में by solving it comes out to be 1200. That is condition of loss. Even if it is condition of loss, बेटा नीचे आएगा ना x. So if you know chain rule, I'll count it for you. If you understand what is chain rule, this is your first step of solution, this is your second step of solution, and the third step is the answer. If you give this question to somebody who does not understand chain rule, or who does not know that it is SP upon CP always, they will keep on fumbling. 100 रुपए assume कर लेते हैं price, या कुछ और assume कर लेते हैं, या फिर देखो 5 kilograms or for 450, so 1 kilogram is for 90 rupees, 90 rupees पे 20 बढ़ाओ 10 discount, खेलते रहेंगे. That's waste of time. In 3 steps, you are able to reach the answer if you know the complete approach or the proper approach. Try this. In this, I might have to give you more time. Let us say, take 5 minutes. Of the 5 cups that Chintu has, 3 are of identical size, and the other 2, which are also identical, have twice the size of these 3. The cups are filled to 68%, 72%, 42%, 53%, and 40% of the respective capacity. Water from these cups is transferred to a large container, and then each cup is filled to 50% of its capacity. If 250 ml of water is still left in the container, what could be the maximum amount of water filled in these 5 cups initially? What could be the maximum amount of water filled in these 5 cups initially? So go on, try. How are you going to maximize the capacity of water filled in these cups? How can this question be about maxima or minima? How can this be a maxima minima based question? No, the large container capacity will not matter here. What is happening is there are 3 cups. I'm trying to explain you the problem itself. There are 3 cups of equal size. There are 2 cups which are also equal to each other, but their capacity is double of the earlier 3, something like this. You do not know out of these which of these cups is filled 40%, which of these cups is filled 42%, 53%, 68%, 70%. You do not know which of these cups are filled to what percentage. Then their contents are poured into a large container. These are all put into a large container. And from that, these are individually filled. These are individually filled to 50% of their capacities. These are all filled to 50% of their capacities from this. So what is remaining now? What is remaining now is 250 ml of water. 250 ml of water remains in the larger container. So based upon all of this, based upon your understanding of all of this, what was the maximum capacity of water filled? Maximum amount of water filled in all 5 cups initially. This is the problem. This is the question. You took the liquid, took the water from all 5, put into a big container, and then you fill them up individually to 50%. The remaining water there on the right side now is 250 ml. So the question is, what is maximum capacity of these containers? Right. Now, can I say there are 2 scenarios which will play up? Only 2 possibilities. The larger cups could have the highest amount of liquid filled, or larger cups could have the smallest amount of liquid filled. There are 2 possibilities. See, I'm working with percentages approach. I'm going with this logic. Observe 1%, 1:1:1. This is the volume of these cups. Volume is 2:2. Now I have 2 possibilities. I'm considering both. One possibility is this is 40% filled. This is 42% filled. This is 53% filled, 68% and 70%. 2 possibilities. The other possibility is this is 70%, 68%, 53%, 42% and 40%. How am I creating these possibilities? More percentage filled in the larger, less percentage filled in the larger. Now we have talked about this. The overall percentage is always the average. This will be 40, 42, 53. 40, 42, 53 plus 2 into 68, 136, 2 into 40, 140, divided by what? Divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus divided by 7. So use your calculator if you have to. If you don't want decimals, that is fine, leave it as it is. But make sure you are not making calculation mistakes. 40 plus 42 plus 53 plus 136 plus 140 divided by 7. It is not a multiple of 7. So what I will do is, this is filled how much? This is filled 411 by 7%. Leave it there. Now this one would give me 70 plus 68 plus 53 plus 84 plus 80 upon 7. So I'll observe this as 70 plus 68 plus 53 plus 80 plus 84 is equal to 355 upon 7. So please observe now what I am doing. Listen to the language carefully. This is the percentage of total liquid filled. This is up to this point. And from this I put back 50% each. So when I subtract 50% here, please observe, when I subtract 50% here, this becomes 7 multiplied 350. So this becomes 61 upon 7 percentage of total is equal to 350. Hold on. If I subtract 50 from this, this becomes 5 upon 7 percentage of total is equal to 350. Let me switch off the camera for a second so you could see the whole screen. देखो अभी. Now you tell me, out of these two methods, you will have two values for total. And then you have to find out, is this larger or is this larger? Go on, calculate. Roughly speaking, let me use the top part of the screen. What this means, roughly speaking, what this means is 61 upon 700 into total is equal to 350. Can I say this cancels as roughly 6 cross multiply? Total volume is equal to 4200. You put it here and see how much volume of fill do you get. 411 upon 700 into 4200, cancel 6. So you have 2466 liters filled. First option, 2466 liters filled. Liters nahi ml, this all is ml. 246 ml filled in the first option. In second option, what do you get? Let me use this column of the calculation screen here. This is 5 upon 700 of total is equal to 350. Is equal to 250. अरे कहाँ 350 लगा दिया, 250 दिया है क्वेश्चन में. If I go with 250, roughly speaking, if I go with 250, तो ये 250 होगा. तो roughly cancelling 4 times. 2800 का ml आएगा. You put 2800 here. ये कैंसिल होगा आपका 4 बार, तो आपका आ जाएगा 1644. कितना ml filled है? This is 250. 250 से कैंसिल करोगे 50 बार. देखो टोटल वॉल्यूम कितना आ रहा है, 35,000 ml आ रहा है. 35,000 ml को यहाँ पुट भी कर दोगे आप. 5 upon 7 into 35,000 ml कर दोगे आप, तो ये 20 चले गए, ये चला गया 50 into 5. कितना? 355 into this. बेटा इसलिए क्वेश्चंस बनाने में टाइम लगता है, क्रिएट करने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. You have what? You have 355 upon 700 into 35,000. तो ये कैंसिल होगा 5 बार, तो यहाँ मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आप देखो ये ऑलरेडी 15 हो चुका है, 15 और पीछे 25 आएगा, तो दिस क्रॉसेस 175 something. So you have more liquid filled in this case. Second scenario is best. 1755 plus चला जाएगा. Your answer would be 50 into 355. Second scenario has higher volume filled. 250 लेना आपको वॉल्यूम को वहां पे. The idea was to help you reach that logic. 250. मैं वो फिर एक्सप्लेन करता हूं आपको ये पूरा का पूरा माजरा, the whole thing from here onwards. देखो, remove all of this, this is all gone. Remove all of this. You have two choices. You had two choices. to assume the larger one to be filled more or to assume smaller one to be filled more. ये दो ही choice थे आपके पास. So if you observe in this scenario, इसको 250 कर दिया आपने. So if I solve for 250 ml in the second one, what I am getting here is 5/7% of total is equal to 250. मत करो इससे आगे सॉल्व. देखो मुझे इस 5 को कन्वर्ट किस में करना है, 355 में. So can I say multiplying 71? See, I want to convert this. I want to find this. I want to find this. This is the total volume filled. Into 71 कर दो तो आपका आंसर ऐसे ही आ जाए. 71 into 250 is much larger than the previous answer. पिछला आंसर कहाँ 1600 ml तक जा रहा था, ये कहाँ जा रहा है, thousands में जा रहा है ml. So your answer is 250 into 71. $17,750 ml. 17,750 ml filled है आपका initially. Which scenario? Second scenario. समझा क्या अभी आपको इतना solution? Now is this cat level? Yes, this is cat and cat plus level. This is cat level, guys. केवल calculations का खेल है. That's all. I hope you guys were able to understand this. Comment done if you were able to understand. Comment done. If you want to see or test your friends, if you feel this is an easy question, so I'll do one thing. I'll just share the screenshot of this in the common group and see how people solve. Comment done, so we could go to the next question. Try this. You will need time. You'll definitely need time. Take 4 minutes. the cost price of these two mixtures, these two mixtures comes out to be rupees 20 and 25 per liter. Find cost price of a liter of mixture of juices in which the three brands of original juices are mixed in the ratio of 6 ratio 7 ratio 9. What we do not know in this question is the price of individual brand of juice. Price of A, price of B, price of C, we do not know. Same question could be covered under the topic of averages and mixtures. I'm covering this right now with the example of ratios and proportions because I have shown you the concept of average. How do we calculate average? So if I had to solve this problem, I'll start by assuming the prices A, B, and C. Should I start or do you want to try more? Now observe. I'm assuming the price of the first one to be A, second one to be, and third one to be C. These are quantities. These are quantities. So see, if 2 is the price, 2 is the quantity, A is the price. Total price will be 2A, 3B, 5C divided by quantity. How much quantity is that? 2 plus 3 plus 5. That is 10. Now the average price is 20 per liter. So basically it turns into 2A plus 3B plus 5C, 200 rupees. In second case, what are the ratio terms? 3, 4, 6. These are quantities. So 3A plus 4B plus 6C upon 3 plus 4 plus 6, 15 is equal to 25. That is the average price. This is the average price. So cross multiplying will give me 3A, 3A plus 4B plus 6C is equal to I will be having here 25 into 10, 250, 25 into 5, 125. So 375 is what I will have here. Now, after solving everything, what I want from you guys is 6A plus 7B plus 9C upon 6 plus 7 plus 9. That is 22. This is what I want as the answer. See, denominator is fixed. Denominator is fixed. Now, one way to solve this is by finding each and every value. It is not a very big deal. You can do this in 4 to 5 steps. See, if I subtract equation 1 from equation 2, what I will have is A plus I will have B plus I will have C is equal to 175. 175. Now, can I say if I double this, and if I subtract, let us say from the first one, I'll be able to find B and C. You don't have to do all of this. I'm simply saying you can try and find A, B, C. Now, I wanted you guys to learn a new approach. See, listen to the language carefully. I am not even going to find A, B, C. What if A, B, C turn out to be decimals? What if A, B, C turn out to be something weird? I am not finding A, B, C. I'm trying to match coefficients. See, forget 200 for the time being. I'm multiplying the complete equation with X and complete equation with Y. पूरा X वाला का डाला. So what was A? A was available 2. 2 liters are available. What was B? What was A? Available 3 liters. Now what will be A available as? A will be available as 2A, 2X plus 3Y. A के सामने क्या आ जाए coefficient? What will be the coefficient here? Once I multiply X, सामने 2x आ जाएगा और यहाँ पे 3y आ जाएगा. तो I want 2x and 3y to become how much? I want them to become 6. For B, this x will come here, it will become 3x. This y will come here, it will become 4y. 3x and 4y. That is B. How much do I want B to become? 7B. मेरे को 7 liters चाहिए. This is called coefficient matching. Here I'll multiply x here. So C will become 5x plus 6y. How much do I want it to become? I want it to become 9 liters. अब कोई भी दो को solve कर दो. You solve any two. Let us say I'm solving these two. मैं इन दोनों को solve कर रहा हूँ. Let us say मैं x cancel कर रहा हूँ. तो पहला वाला ट्रिपल, दूसरा वाला डबल कर दो और लिख दो. ट्रिपल कर दिया 6x plus 9y is equal to 18. इसको डबल कर दिया 6x plus 8y is equal to 14. कर दो दोनों को माइनस. How much is y? Y is equal to 4. Y का वैल्यू फिक्स हो गया. You put 4 in any one of these. मैंने इसमें 4 put कर दिया. Let us say 2x plus 3 into 4 is equal to 6. ये 12 है, यहाँ जगह जगह minus 6. X becomes minus 3. Now this step is very critical. You have managed to match the liters of A and liters of B.
अभी तक आपने सी को मैच नहीं किया है, दैट मीन्स वैल्यू ऑफ सी हैज टू मैच। ये मैंने एक्स का वैल्यू लिया और यहां पुट कर दिया -3, 5 इंटू -3। I took the value of y. कितना था? y was 4. I put it here. 6 into 4. Now the question is it 9? -15 plus 24. Is it 9? Yes. तो जब आपने A और B के लीटर्स मैच किए, C का लीटर बाय डिफॉल्ट 9 बन गया। अब आपका आंसर कैसे आएगा? A 6 लीटर हो गया, B 7, C 9। क्या करना पड़ा आपको? यू मस्ट मल्टीप्लाई द फर्स्ट इक्वेशन विथ -3। तो अगर इस पूरे को -3 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो कैन आई से 200 विल बी मल्टीप्लाइड विद -3। आपने सेकंड इक्वेशन को पूरे से क्या मल्टीप्लाई किया? 4 से। सो 375 इज मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 4। दिस न्यूमरेटर इज द प्राइस ऑफ योर मिक्सचर। आपको क्या चाहिए? एवरेज प्राइस पर लीटर। कितने लीटर? 22। दिस इज योर आंसर। You guys probably would have never seen this kind of approach. So I wanted you guys to see all variations of all questions. So this will turn into -600, -600 plus 375 into 4, 900 रुपए बन गया। 900 divided by 22. Verify your calculations, verify my calculations. 15 into 25.
Yes. 900 upon 22 leads to 40.90. अरे नीचे 13 है, 13 है नीचे, तो ये 325 आएगा आपका। 325 इंटू 4, आंसर मैच हो गया आपका फिर। -325 इंटू 4 -600 डिवाइड बाय 22। ये आंसर है आपका। Avoid silly mistakes, guys. Avoid silly mistakes. $31.81। लॉजिक ये है, वी आर ओनली मैचिंग देयर क्वांटिटीज, वी आर मैचिंग देयर लीटर्स। वो कैसे कर रहे हैं हम? बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग द कंप्लीट इक्वेशन विथ एक्स एंड वाई। by multiplying complete equation with x and y. इस पूरे को x से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, दिस एंटायर इक्वेशन मल्टीप्लाइड विद x, तो a के लीटर बन जाएंगे 2x, a के लीटर बन जाएंगे 2y 3y। आई वांट 2x एंड 3y, आई वांट 2x एंड 3y टू बिकम इक्वल टू 6 लीटर्स, क्योंकि आखिर मुझे कितने लीटर चाहिए? 6 लीटर्स चाहिए। सिमिलरली व्हेन आई मल्टीप्लाई x हियर, b के लीटर बन जाएंगे 3x एंड 4y। आई वांट देम टू बी टुगेदर 7 लीटर्स। ऐसा। So I'm matching quantities without actually finding the prices. Linear equations, when I cover for you, this thing is called, this whole process is called condition of dependency. Condition of dependency. Try this. This is replica. This is replica of CAT 2023 afternoon slot. Price of a diamond in market varies as square of its weight. A 10-gram diamond, which is priced at rupees 1 lakh, is broken into 4 smaller diamonds. The weight of each diamond is an integer. What is the sum of maximum loss and minimum loss incurred by the trader in selling these broken diamonds instead of an unbroken diamond? I don't want maximum loss. I don't want minimum loss. I want both. I want maximum and minimum loss, both. If he breaks down a 10-gram diamond into 4 parts, and every part must have what? It must have a integer weight. It must have an integer weight. So what can be maximum loss, minimum loss in selling broken parts? Try. I'll be back in a second. You noticed the last question had a component of algebra, linear equations. How to find the total price without finding the actual price of those juices, ABC. This question also has an element of maxima and minima, which is related to algebra. So a lot of institutes, lot of mentors, tutors, trainers tell you arithmetic अच्छे से पढ़ ले, CAT निकल जाएगा. Unfortunately, since last 3 years, such mentors, institutes have not been cracking CAT. क्योंकि arithmetic में भी maxima minima आ रहा है. You remember that question of liquid being filled, liquid being poured? I tested possibilities. Arithmetic में कैसे maxima minima you can create? ऐसे बनते maxima minima in arithmetic. This also has some element of algebra. So to maximize or minimize something, you must observe. My job is to break down 10 into 4 integers. I can do this in multiple ways. I can think of PNC also. I can write this as 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 7. I can write this as 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8. बहुत केस बनेंगे. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. बहुत केस बनेंगे. I might write this as 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4. That is 12 हो गया क्या? 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 4 8 ज़्यादा हो गया. I only want 10. The idea is for maxima or minima to work, numbers must be as close as possible or as far as possible. If I write this as 2, 2, 3, and 3. I've written 4 5 possibilities in front of you. Listen to this. What was the hint here? The price of the diamond depends upon weight square. Can I say if the weight is 10 grams, the price will depend upon 100. 10 का square is 100. It is given to me as 1 lakh. वो हम देखेंगे बाद में. Right now, price depends upon 100. Price is reflected as 100. मतलब 100%. See what happens with these squares. These are weights. अब मैंने square नहीं किया, तो square will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 49. So it becomes 52%. Or 52. It becomes 52. Here it becomes 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 64. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus ये 6 हो जाएगा ना? ये कम होना चाहिए ना? 6 is 36. 36. What is the addition? This is 42. देखो आपका पैसा कम होना शुरू हो गया. This is the money you are supposed to get. 52 rupees you are supposed to get. पैसा कम हो गया. If I take 1, 2, 3, 4, just to tell you, 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16. कितना पैसा मिला आपको? This is 30. 30 rupees मिले आपको, roughly speaking. This is 4 plus 4 plus 9 plus 9, which is 26. आपको दिख रहा है आपको और पैसा कम मिल रहा है. Understand, how can I divide 10 in 4 parts? I took 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 8 is gone. अभी कितना बच गया? 2 rupees और, तो मैंने 1 plus 1 इनको दे दिया. So this is the closest possible distribution. अब मैंने क्या किया? Because I want integer weight, minimum weight will be 1 gram. 1 gram plus 1 gram plus 1 gram plus बचा हुआ सारे को दे दिया. This is maximum or furthest possible distribution. तो आपका आंसर यहां से आएगा. Listen to the language. On 100 rupees, how much money is coming back? 52 rupees. What is percentage loss? 48% of 1 lakh rupees is the loss. So 48,000 is the loss. 100 rupees were supposed to come back for complete diamond, but how much is coming back? 76. So what is your loss? Your loss is 74% of 1 lakh. My question was, can you tell me the addition of maxima and minima loss? ये minima loss है और ये आपका maxima loss है. What is addition of both? 3 0 common है, 12 here, carried over 1.
and that is 122. 1,22,000 is the addition of minimum loss as well as maximum loss. The idea is to maximize or minimize the overall outcome. You should try to keep numbers far apart or you try to bring numbers close. ये जो बीच की वैल्यू ये इंटरमीडिएट नंबर्स हैं, ये है आपके एक्सट्रीम नंबर्स, ये आपके एक्सट्रीम आउटपुट्स हैं. First and last, you will learn same concept again in maxima minima in algebra. 1,22,000 is the answer. Absolutely. This is a replica of the CAT question. 2023 afternoon slot. बीच में क्या लिखे? स्क्वायर. ये क्या लिखे हमने? स्क्वायर ऑफ वेट. क्योंकि आपने प्राइस क्या बोला? प्राइस डिपेंड्स अपॉन, प्राइस वैरीज एज स्क्वायर ऑफ द वेट. प्लस माइनस आप सही कर लो, ग्राम्स आप कम ज्यादा कर लो. नहीं ना, 1 + 1 + 2 + 6 is 10 grams. 1 + 1 + 2 + 6 is 10 grams. 6 किया मैंने उसको, या 30 किया मैंने. देखो 1 2 3 4 is 10, 2 2 3 3 is also 10. $1,20,000. This cat level, absolutely. Try this. ऐसा एक क्वेश्चन मैंने आपको करवाया अर्लियर. यू हैव सॉल्व्ड अ सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन बिटवीन प्रजा पार्टी एंड अपोजिशन. प्रजा पार्टी के वोट कम हो जाते हैं, अपोजिशन गोज ऑन टू विन इलेक्शंस विद डबल द मार्जिन एंड सो ऑन सो ऑन. तो यहाँ कुछ एक हिंट है. गिव इट अ ट्राई. I'll wait for, let us say, 2 to 3 minutes.
Did anyone reach answer? There are two parties, Aam Aadmi Party and Conniving Party. The vote share of Aman Aadmi Party, don't say Aam Aadmi, Aman Aadmi Party. The vote share of the party goes down by 25% over the previous election. And because of this, the party loses the election by a margin which is 50% more than it had won the last elections by. What percentage of total votes went to conniving party in second election, assuming total number of votes is this in each election? That is, each election number of votes are fixed. So I'm starting with Aman Aadmi Party. The vote share, let us say, is A. Conniving Party, the vote share is C. So in the first election, A was winning. A was winning. This is called the winning margin. Winning margin is A minus C. Now, 25% of the votes decreased for A. किधर जाएंगे? Where will they go? They will go to the other party. So the votes of A have become 3/4 A. 1/4 is 25%, and those 1/4 have gone to the other party. This is the vote share of the conniving party now in the current elections. This is the vote share of Aman Aadmi Party now in the second elections. The difference is the losing margin of AAP. ये losing margin है. The losing margin is how much? The losing margin is 50% more. How do you write 50% more? You write 3/2. The losing margin now on the left hand side is 50% more than the last year's winning margin. Now I need to rearrange and calculate values of A and C. So can I say this will become C? This 1/4 will subtract, this will become minus 2/4, which is 1/2, which is 1/2 A is equal to 3/2 A minus C. See, I'm not very comfortable with decimals. I would not want to work with 3/2, 1/2. I would want to work with integers. So I'm multiplying this 2 everywhere. This becomes 2C minus A is equal to 3A minus 3C. If I transfer it, I will have 5C is equal to 4A. That gives me C upon A is equal to 4/5. Now the question is, what percentage of votes are going to C? I do not care for total votes. I only want percentage. So if the votes of C are 4 and votes of A are 5, total votes are 9. Be very careful. How many votes is C getting? This is the vote share of C now. This is the vote share. C ka number is 4 plus. What is A ka 1/4? What is 1/4 of this number? 1/4 this number is 1.25. So C is getting 5.25 votes out of 9 into 100 करके आपका आंसर आ जाएगा 5.25 upon 9 into 100 votes are going to 58.33% votes are going to conniving party. Now, currently, Total votes are fixed. Total votes will not change because people are changing party 1 to party 2. Total votes will remain 9. It has nothing to do with what number 135000. उसका आपको जरूरत नहीं. You don't even need to be bothered about that. Confirmation on this. Confirmation, guys. Try this. You have solved, you have tried questions like this earlier. In regular lectures, I have solved for you 3 such questions. At start of every year, a merchant increases price of his product by X percentage and offers a discount of X percentage at the time of sale. This leads to a loss of rupees 800. If he increases X by 2 percentage and reduces X by 2 percentage on the new rate, he gets a final selling price of 19,008 rupees. Find the cost price of the product. Find the cost price of the product. So you already have a foundation. You have seen such 3 questions so far in lectures with me itself. So can you connect this with those 3 questions that you have learned? Can you see the difference in the new question now as compared to the previous ones? One principle that we have covered many times is when you perform this change, when you increase X percentages and you followed by that you decrease X percentage, it always leads to a loss of X square upon 100 percentage. What if I don't decrease X percentage, but I increase X by 2 percentage, I decrease X by 2 percentage? What if this happens? What if this happens? I will have X square upon 4. I will have X square upon 4 upon 100 percentage. I will have X square upon 100 percentage by 4. Observe, apply this thought process to your current question. Apply this thought process to your current problem. Increase decrease by same percentage is always a loss of X square upon 100 percentage. But in second case, I am not performing increase decrease by same. I am performing increase decrease by X by 2. I have changed the percentage here. So do you see, as a percentage, earlier it was X square upon 100. Now it is X square upon 100 ka 1 by 4. So if the percentage is becoming by 4, your loss will also become by 4 by default. So how this question has been framed is, earlier there was a price P, you performed X percentage increase, X percentage decrease. So what you have here is X square upon 100 percentage decline, which is equal to 800 rupees. This percentage of price P is rupees 800. So what do you have now? P minus 800. Now what are you doing? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You are doing X by 2 percentage increase and X by 2 percentage decrease. So what will you end up with is X square by 400. Now you try to observe, answer options are 22,000, 21,000, 20,000, 24,000. 800 rupees is a very small amount. I can say this is almost P. This is almost P. This is almost P. If X square upon 100 is 800, X square upon 100 divided by 4 should be 800 by 4 approximately, which is 200. Roughly speaking, 200. So here I have 19,008 rupees. So first decrease is 800. Second decrease is somewhere around 200 rupees. So can I say total decrease looks like 1,000 rupees? So what should be the original price? 20,000. This is not guesswork. Understand, this is not guesswork. You are properly solving the question. Now, if these answer options were very small, if these answer options are very close to 1,000, now you can approximate in this manner, because 800 becomes a very large number as compared to answer choices. Now you have to think in a different manner. Exactly 200 नहीं रहेगा, 200 थोड़ा कम ज़्यादा रहेगा. See, on price P decrease 200 होना चाहिए. Price P से कम है तो decrease 200 से थोड़ा सा कम रहेगा, 2 रुपए, 4 रुपए, 10 रुपए. So P से it will be little lesser than P. P से थोड़ा सा कम रहेगा तो 200 थोड़ा सा कम रहेगा. So this is how you predict the value of P. अब सुनना, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपसे नहीं बनता अगर पहले P नहीं निकालते आप. तो इफ यू कुड नॉट हैव फाउंड P, ये क्वेश्चन आपसे नहीं बनता. नाउ यू नो द होल थिंग इज सेम. द ओनली थिंग इज फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ X. I have found out for you P is 20,000, the original price. So you guys find out the value of X. I am not helping you with this. You have 2 minutes. Go on, try. Go on, find the value of P out of this. The answer is expected आप आंसर्स देंगे बेटा, इजी चीजें हैं. You remember P price पे X percentage increase or X percentage decrease led to what? 800 rupees का decrease. So you are basically saying P का X square upon 100 percentage is 800. ये रहा आपका आंसर. What is P? 20,000 into X square upon ये क्या हो जाएगा? 1 के पीछे how many thousands? 40. ये 40 cancel is equal to 800. ये cancel is equal to 400. X square is equal to 400. This was easy problem. Let us try one more problem. Give it a try. Again, what is the key word here? This is the key word. Go on, try. At a top MBA college in India, in a batch of 240 students, 80% are freshers. Out of the students with work experience, 75% are engineers. If commerce graduates are half of the non-engineers and the number of engineers are more than commerce graduate, find minimum possible number of engineers in the batch with no prior work experience. तो बहुत सारा घुमाना चल रहा है यहाँ पे. You have to work with engineers, non-engineers, commerce वाले भी हैं, then there are work-ex people and non-work-ex people. There are 3-4 terms moving around and you have to work with minimum possible number of engineers in the batch with no prior work experience. Try this. So let us work with the given numbers. How many students are in a batch? 240. 240 students are there. 80% are freshers. 80% of this number and 20% of this number. Freshers. Work X. So 8 times will be 32 carried over 3, 16, so 192. So 20% should be 48. These are the people with work experience. These are people with no work experience, freshers. Now we have further more information that out of these 240, there are engineers. Engineers are 75%. 75% means 3 by 4. So there are 180 engineers. There are 60 non-engineers. And within non-engineers, there are also commerce people. Let us read that part. In commerce, if commerce graduates are half of non-engineers. So here, commerce graduates are 30 and the others are 30. They are also not engineers. These are not engineers, these are not engineers, but commerce are half of those engineers in the batch. And number of engineers are more than commerce graduate. ये क्या था? वर्डिंग मिसप्लेस कर दिया मैंने. अरे बाबा. वही ना. 240 people are there. 80% are freshers. 80% would be 192 freshers. Out of the student with work experience. वर्डिंग मिसप्लेस कर दी. वर्क एक्सपीरियंस वालों में 75% are engineers. 75%. 3 by 4. 3 by 3 by 4. 3 by 4. That is 12. That is 36. These are engineers. So others are, who are the others? Non-engineers. 12 are non-engineers. अब क्या कह रहा है सुनो. If commerce graduates are half of non-engineers in the batch and number of engineers are more than commerce graduate. यहाँ पर जो बात हो रही है ये टोटल लोगों की हो रही है और इससे पहले जो बात हो रही थी वो वर्क एक्स वालों की हो रही थी. So if I say there are 240 people, out of these there are engineers, then there are, listen to this, there are 240 minus E non-engineers, and within these you have half of them as commerce graduates. Now we are saying what is being said here. The number of engineers are more than commerce graduates. Engineers are more than commerce graduates. So if I cross multiply this 2e, if I bring it back here, 2e is more than 240 minus e. If I bring it back, 3e is more than 240. E is more than 80. If E is more than 80, it could be 81, it could be 82, it could be 83, it could be any number. It could be any number. E is either 81 or above. 81 or above. Find the minimum number of engineers in the batch with no experience. If engineer with experience are 36, if I make this number 82, 83, 84, because experienced engineers are fixed, all of the others start to become non-experienced engineers. In this case, I cannot go beyond 81. If I go beyond 81, engineers start to increase without experience. So subtract 36 from this, your answer is 45. Minimum possible number of engineers
with no prior work experience is 45. आगे थोड़ा सा इनइक्वालिटी पिक्चर में आ गया, थोड़ा सा परसेंटेज आ गया. नॉन इंजीनियर्स, यस. Please pay attention how the questions have been framed, how the information is moving between these. Non-engineers के अंडर में ही there was one more category of people. This is where we end the session. I'll share with you one or two more questions to the group. ऐसा बीच बीच में one or two higher level session we'll keep on having. 2-3 concept use हो जाते हैं, plus you get to see CAT level. You don't have to wait for the end month to solve such questions. अभी से you can start solving. Usually lot of coachings, lot of players wait for entire syllabus to be over. basic पढ़ा देते हैं 6 महीने में, then booster batch और reviser batch वो नहीं कर सकते. अभी से बनाओ. I cannot wait for last 1 month to cover these things. अभी से बनाओ. Done guys. Good night. Yeah.